A sense of devastation has been felt right across several communities in County Louth and beyond following a crash that claimed the lives of 5 young people at the weekend. Prayers were said today in St Joseph's Church in Carrickmacross in County Monaghan, where Monsignor Shane McCaughey told the congregation that a veil of sadness had descended. An investigation is continuing into the circumstances of the crash, in which 3 other people were injured and taken to hospital.
The community here of Carrickmacross and Monaghan, the veil of sadness has descended upon them.
Coming together at a time of exceptional grief, parishioners at St Joseph's Church in Carrickmacross this morning prayed for the 5 young people who lost their lives in the Dundalk road tragedy.
It's just an atmosphere of shock. It's just solid shock. People, it's okay you hear it far away, it's always sad, but just when it's on your own doorstep, it's a different job.
I knew that girl, Chloe. She was a beautiful girl, you know, and it just changes everything. You know, you just don't know what to say anymore, you know. And they were all such young people. You know, it's just hard to get your head round it.
I came to Mass especially this morning. It's all I can do for them.
Those who died were from Louth, Meath, Scotland and here in Monaghan. So many communities struggling to comprehend the enormity of this loss.
Sunday morning, actually, the parents of Chloe, Kieran and Eileen, came into the sacristy before Mass to ask would we pray for their daughter. You know, parents shouldn't be in that situation. The enormity of 5 young lives lost, the potential of what they could have been, the lives that were lying out in front of them to be wiped out. It's just, it's beyond words.
Among the group of friends, a young couple, Chloe McGee and Alan McCluskey, who had recently returned from a holiday to Dubai. Dylan Cummins, a mechanic and motorsport fan from RD. Shay Duffy, an apprentice plumber from Carrickmacross. And Chloe Hipson, a quantity surveying student at DKIT from Scotland.
She arrived here in September of this year, which is a little bit exceptional, and she got advanced entry into our quantity surveying course on the basis of a programme she had taken in Scotland. She joined into the group, and I'm told she was settled in very, very well. She was always smiling and created a huge impact. Shay had completed phase 4 and phase 6 of his plumbing apprenticeship here in DKIT, and so completed the phase 6 very recently in December of last year.
A book of condolence opened in the college for Chloe Hipson today, as flowers lined the outskirts of the RD road, where these 5 young lives and so many others were changed forever. Laura Hogan, RTE News.
The Taoiseach Micheál Martin has said the country is numbed and shocked by the scale of the tragedy. Gardaí have expressed their condolences to the families involved and said the uniforms of their members did not shield them from being affected by what they had witnessed.
A loss on a scale that is difficult to comprehend. This is how the Taoiseach described the crash that claimed the lives of 5 young friends in their 20s.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the families. You know, you only have to think of the parents when they receive the news. I mean, those young people were going out for a night out, for probably full of the joys of life, and then to have a cruelly extinguished in that manner, and to have that level of death and destruction, it's very hard to comprehend that.
A church vigil in Drumconrath in County Meath was filled to capacity last night.
People really don't know what to do or say, but it was an opportunity that they had to express their condolences and sadness and, feelings for the families.
Gardaí say this incident has had a devastating effect on the whole community, including emergency first responders.
It was a difficult scene. The traffic conditions, the weather conditions were adverse. It was a dark night, wet and windy. And again, I'd like to commend the professionalism of all services that attended there.
158 people have been killed on Irish roads this year. That's 9 more lives lost compared to the same period last year. Family liaison officers have been appointed to keep the loved ones of those killed up to date.
You're meeting people on what will be the worst day of their life, and you're responsible for delivering the devastating news on the loss of their loved one. particularly when you're breaking that news to a parent.
The Christmas period is one of the busiest, with a higher risk of fatal or serious road traffic collisions. Gardaí are appealing to all road users to take extra care and give driving their full attention. Eleanor Burnhill, RTE News.
Well, let's speak to our North East correspondent Laura Hogan now, who's at Dundalk Garda Station this evening. Laura, what is the latest in the investigation into the circumstances of this crash?
Yes, Sharon, well, Gardaí have now lifted the cordon that had been placed at both ends of the RD road just outside Dundalk here since Saturday night, and that road has now reopened to traffic. They are continuing their investigation into all of the circumstances around this two-car collision, but at the moment one of their big focuses is to provide support to the 5 bereaved families who have been impacted by this terrible tragedy, and to keep them updated on the progress of this investigation. Now, the post-mortem examinations, we understand, will be completed in the coming days. So these families are now facing the dreadful weight to have their loved ones returned to them, and also the heartbreaking task ahead of planning 5 funerals for 5 young people who were aged between just 21 and 23 years old. There has been a huge outpouring of grief and also support, as you have been hearing in those previous reports there over the last couple of days. And this evening a book of condolence has been opened in the civic offices in RD in County Louth, and Louth County Council says that 2 more books of condolences will be opened in their offices in Drogheda and Dundalk tomorrow. But there will certainly be more difficult days ahead for the communities and the families here in the North East.
North East correspondent Laura Hogan from Dundalk in County Louth. Thank you.